Hi, welcome back. Michael Newrock here. This is the third and final video in the training series. However, make sure that you register for the workshop. We're holding them from today, and you'll be able to build a version of the system with me. If you just want to watch, then you can do that, and you can download the system after the workshop with all the rules, the customized indicator, the template, everything that you need to get started. So what we're going to do today is just bring it together, go over the trends and swings, and most important, the trade management. Now, if you're not managing your trades, then you're not putting yourself in a good position to succeed as a trader. It is that important. But before we get into that, I just want to go over these two alerts that our trade assistant has just popped up. So I figured, why not give you a bit of an advanced little treat of what's to come. So I've got an alert here for the dollar Swiss, and I've also got an alert for the Kiwi yen. Now, these aren't normal alerts from a normal indicator. This is our trade assistant that allows us to be able to enter the trade on the semi-automatic confirmation mode. I'm just going to put this to the side for now, and let's take a look at the dollar Swiss, because that's the chart that we're on. And it's interesting because we've talked about this in the previous two videos, that the trend may be ending as it bends, which is what's occurring right here. Now, the trade assistant has displayed a arrow as well as the indicator. So I'm going to take this trade because it is overall down, and we're looking at a really good position here, low risk and a high opportunity for reward. Okay, so we're just going to click yes, and there you go. It's entered the trade immediately. Now, what's beautiful about this is the trade is going to be managed. Now, when it gets to a certain point, profits will be locked in by moving the stop. And then when it gets to another certain point, more profit is going to be locked in as the stops are moved. When it gets to the third point, even more profits are going to be locked in as the stops are moved. And then it's going to trail the trade with one of 5 different trailing methodologies. And not only that, you can actually split your trades and have 2 positions instead of 1 position, with both of them traded totally independently. So I'm going to leave this this chart for now, but I'm just going to bring this back on the screen. It's a Kiwi yen. And you can see, well, actually, just before I do that, I mean, you can see here, we've got an opportunity here of, well, a risk rather, of about 26 pips, which is not a lot. Now, recent lows is around 26 pips. So at the very least, once it reaches that point, you can move your stops to break even, or you can have the trade assistant do that automatically for you. Okay, so you can manage the trade even after you've taken the trade. You can change the settings, and then it'll continue to manage the trade for you while you're taking your dinner break, or sleeping, or working, or whatever it happens to be. But it means you don't have to be at the at your computer at all times. Okay, so let's go to the Kiwi yen. I'll just bring it up here. And we haven't talked about the Kiwi yen previously on the last 2 videos, but you can see here that it's given me, even though it's low, the software is intelligent enough to determine when those good opportunities are, and it's saying that the overall direction is up, even despite this recent downward move. Now, previous to this, okay, it was down, and it was showing as down. Then it went to a bi-directional, and now it's showing a up direction with 4 out of the 6 higher time frame indicators saying that there's every likelihood or a high probability of this trade going up. So I'm going to just take this trade right now, and there you go. So once again, I'm really glad these alerts occurred at right now, so we could give you this opportunity. So around 47 pips for the stop, and look at the opportunities here: 170, 190 to the nearest main uh, resistance levels. If you wanted to go against at this last support, at the very least 70 odd pips, 75 odd pips, and a total of around 280 pips reward, and then it can continue to go up from that, opposed to only a 47 pip stop. So this is all dynamically generated. Now, I'm not going to get into the software at this stage. We'll take a look at that more in the workshop, so make sure that you register for that, because it is really eye-opening. But at the end of the day, it's really important for you to be able to manage your software. If you own, for example, a car manufacturing factory, you were a titan of industry and you had a car manufacturing plant. Now, the thing is, these days, cars are made primarily by robots and the computer technology that runs them. But what I want to say is that you don't leave the plant and just close the door and walk out. You supervise all of the technology in place there. So the same applies for trading. Now, the software is used uh, in a big way by institutions. In fact, they call them quants in the market. So you know the technology is being relied on more and more these days. So right now we're at a level playing field where we can compete with these large institutions and be able to do even better than them on a proportional basis. Okay, obviously not on a monetary basis, because you don't have the capital to match that, but match those institutions. But you can certainly um, be in a position to make very good returns for for your trading activity.